Okay.
So
You can do
I'll
your
sit
comment.
here
Yep.
maybe next week. Uh, Here's one about Sven and Ole. Sven Carlson and Ole, they often compared the relative talents of Norwegians and Swedes. And you might not know there's a little rivalry there. And Ole, he started bragging about all the Norwegian loggers he could remember. He really got into the subject and he started bragging about his great great grandpa, who, according to Ole, he was the greatest tree chopper in the world. And Ole claimed grandpa's greatest achievement was clearing trees in the Sahara forest. Wait a minute, said Sven. The Sahara is a desert. And yeah, sure, Ole said, now.
It is now.
Uh, yodeling, and maybe you didn't know this, it was invented by a Norwegian. And here's a story of how it all started. There was a Norwegian named Rasmus. He worked on the Torsvold farm, and everything seemed to be going pretty good until one of the daughters came to old man Torsvold, and she says, Papa, I have a confession. I'm going to have a baby. And the old man hit the roof, and he wanted to know the name of the father. And she says, it's Rasmus, Papa. And Torvald, he stormed out to look for that guy, and he ran into his other daughter, and she also had a confession. She says she was expecting, and she said Rasmus was the father, and that settles it, says old man Torsvold. Rasmus will pay for this. And so he found Rasmus in the barn, and he grabbed him by the neck and overall suspenders, and he angrily pushed him toward a cliff on the edge of the farm. And he said, you'll pay for this, you lousy so-and-so, and yelled at him. And with all that, he used all of his strength to shove poor Rasmus over the cliff. And as Rasmus fell to meet his fate, he yelled out defiantly, and I got the old lady too. That one was way too long and not so funny, so maybe I'll wrap it up for the evening.
So more.
Yay,
More.
yay. You want to do one more? Come on, with Synnove. We loved you. You can do more.
Oh, okay. I'll try one more. There was the richest man in Ole and Lena's town. His name was Carl, and he ran into a streak of bad luck in Las Vegas. He lost at poker, and he lost at blackjack, and he lost at shooting craps. And finally, he desperately tackled the slot machines. And he was trying to win back his losses, and finally had to admit defeat after he lost his last dollar from his former fortune. And so he started to leave, but he had to visit the men's room first, and he didn't even have a quarter left for the pay toilet. And a stranger noticed this, and he gave Carl a quarter, and as he approached the booth, he noted that the door had been left open, so he saved his quarter. And so he returned to the slots after that a few minutes later, and he fed the quarter into a machine, and miracle of all miracles, it hit the progressive jackpot, and the prize was $18,000. And so he was jubilant, Carl was. He took the cash and he went back home. Said he was never going to gamble again. And he started investing, and he became a multimillionaire. And he told Ole he hoped to find and reward the person who made his luck return to him. And I suppose you're going to look for the guy who gave you the quarter, said Ole. And no, Carl, I'm going to look for the guy left the toilet door open. And that is it.